It's a cool fall morning near the city of Bakersfield, California. A rather nostalgic-looking group of cars are making their way off Highway 99, the road connecting northern and southern California that is famous for its lack of scenery and high-speed travel. The cars are making their way to Famosa Drag Strip, a rather nondescript parcel of land in the middle of California's breadbasket. The noise these powerful cars can create will only be heard by a few interested spectators and the surrounding fruit and vegetable farmers. Unlike many of today's racetracks, Formosa is not in imminent danger of being replaced by a housing project. This will allow some 200 entrants to gather what might be the finest collection of muscle cars ever seen in one place. They will be here to show and go, and a lot more.
We're here to race and have fun. Brought my 87 Buick Grand National down here to put it up against the best of these cars.
We're going to try to race and win and have a lot of fun.
Remember the Muscle Car Unlimited, and we're out here to work and have fun.
We're out here just to have a good time, and I'm trying to sell my little car here and so I can fix the one up I have at home.
I just want to come out and look at some old cars.
To run and to show. It's the weekend of nostalgic race.
To look at some cars.
The plan for the weekend was simple. Saturday allowed the concours judges to determine how clean your car was. Sunday was to allow the timer to see how fast your car was.
We're here to show our car. We're here to see all the muscle cars. That's the only kind of cars to own.
There's one red ticket. One green ticket.
Come up here for the racing. This is the place to be. Going to see 400 of the best muscle cars left in existence right here.
What are you doing here this weekend?
Well, I'm going to show and win, and I'm going to race and win. That's what I'm going to do this weekend.
We're going to show our car. My boy built this car, and we're going to bring it down and show it.
Race it?
Yeah, we're going to show it and race it.
All right.
Lots of preparation is required to satisfy a concours judge. A cute license plate doesn't help much, but they sure are fun to look at.
It's working very hard. Trying to get it clean. Had to drive about 500 miles down here to the show last night. So we got a lot of road and tar and bugs to get off this time.
Gotta get the air conditioner fired up doing it.
It was interesting to see the effort that some of the restorations required. All the blood, sweat, and tears would be judged in just a few short minutes by someone you never met. Tony Buttazzoni of Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. It was a time to face the music.
1969 SS Camaro that I completely restored. Did basically all the work myself with the help of a few friends. I didn't do the paint or the body work, but it was a frame-off restoration that took me roughly 3 years to complete. Had a lot of fun and a lot of frustration along with it too. Taught me a little bit about patience.
The arrival of a local Cobra drew a crowd. The fascination with Cobra continues to increase with their market value.
Name is Roger Wiley. I'm from Port Orchard, Washington, which is a 1,200-mile trip just to come down here for the show. It's a 70 Boss 429, original paint, original color, never been restored. 12 miles to the gallon if I don't drive it too fast. That's the Boss, a Boss. It's rare. There's only 260 of them alive today out of 499. It'll do 140 miles an hour before you can even think about it.
My name is Terry Olson. I'm from San Francisco and moved to Bakersfield 10 years ago. And for 2 years, I've been looking for this car because in 1962, my wife and I had this when we were first married. It is a 1964 Galaxy Starliner with a 3-speed, 352 block, 2-door. This car was in production for 2 years only, 60 and 61. Special features about it that I like is the color red and the upholstery because it's the same that I had in 62.
This type of nostalgia is the main reason for the sudden increase in the value of these cars. To find out more about the popularity of muscle cars, we talked to Paul Zazarin of Muscle Car Magazine.
Muscle Car Review Magazine has co-sponsored 5 events across the country. This is the last one of the season. We have put together with Latham Hill and Fast Lane Promotion a show, swap meet, and racing. And it's all devoted to great American muscle cars of the 60s and early 70s. Back when I first started getting into muscle cars, which was in the mid-70s, I purchased, you could purchase a muscle car for $800 and it'd be in perfect shape. Now that those same type of cars are commanding much higher prices. And the resurgence of the popularity of muscle cars has just been nothing short of phenomenal in the last couple of years. There's more people getting into it all the time. Consequently, the values of the cars have gone up significantly to the point now where there's many people who in the past collected classics of the 30s and the 40s have now switched their interest into the muscle cars of the 60s and 70s. I think it's really something with somebody like Boyd Coddington, who was made his name in street rods as restoring early 60s muscle cars and lightweight cars. And that tells you something. Everybody's moving in that direction.
My name's Holly Green, and I'm representing Muscle Car Review Magazine this year. I'm real excited to be doing this. I'll be racing today, possibly tomorrow also. I'll be racing my 327-67 Corvette and the 340 Dodge Demon. I'm an actress. I work in television and movies. I've done some stage. It's not quite the same as racing a car, though. Racing cars gives you a high that acting could never match. And going down the track at 13.5 is a thrill that's unmatchable. I worked on the cars. I dropped a new engine into our Corvette this last year, so I do understand a little bit about cars. And I just enjoy this so much. It's so much fun.
Let's turn the heat up a little higher and get down and dirty.
I'm from the East Coast, and when we were growing up back in the 60s, the wonderful thing that we had was, of course, the muscle cars. And we on the East Coast always admired the West Coast primarily for its innovative machinery for street machines, muscle cars, and all the alike. This idea was actually conceived back in 1975 by Mr. Jerry Kelly and myself. And we just kind of talked about it from time to time. And Muscle Car Review magazine made it a reality for us to carry it out here on the West Coast, which was an ultimate dream for us. We are just really delighted to be here on the West Coast because we, East Coasters, believe that it's the West Coast who started the muscle car craze. We are really delighted to see the attendance we've had today, considering it's the first inaugural event. We're well pleased with the reception that we have gotten from the participants and spectators alike. And the weather, couldn't ask for anything better. And this is a continued movement which is going to flourish and grow for the next several years to come. And we'll be back next year. You better believe it.
A slightly modified Corvette joins the Saturday's fun runs. The use of 2 Callaway turbos gives it some respectability. Watch the no hands technique of this driver.
Up on the board, the speed 9750, right lane 1450.
As the day drew to a close, the fun runs would prove costly to the owner of this great-looking 442.
For me, he's the one that does all the work.
You been out before?
I never have.
First time. Scared?
No, my brother used to race.
As the final clash of the weekend came to a close, everyone knew they had witnessed something special at Muscle Car National.